Princess and Her Lover by Shawn Edwards. Once upon a time in a land that was far away, a darkness enveloped all, much sadness every day. It was once such a beautiful place, filled with music, laughter and fun. Yet now the skies were a deathly grey, which would hide the missing sun. Once ruled by a king and queen who were considerate and oh so kind. All the kingdom loved them, life was never a bind. So much generosity was always on show, all wealth was readily shared. The king and queen were loved, they really cared. They had a beautiful daughter, a lady who came of age. She had her parents' traits, a princess that shared their stage. Then all good things were lost, skullduggery came to the fore. Dishonesty from a wicked man, lies would seep through every pore. He loved the beautiful princess, yet the princess, she loved another. Her love was already taken, she loved the wicked man's brother. So the wicked man would seek some counsel, the wizard so evil and depraved. He knew this was the only way he would get the love he craved. He was armed with a heinous spell, words from a magic book, given an army of villains and thieves. When they marched, the ground then shook. The king and queen were dethroned, thrown into the darkest jail. The darkness then rolled in, the wicked man they were forced to hail. Yet his plan was incomplete, his brother had whisked the princess away. He took her to the safest haven, vowing to make his evil brother pay. Finding solace in a distant land, where the people were free from evil magic. But time was not on their side, it didn't act another ending that could be tragic. For 5 years the wicked brother brooded, taking his fury to nasty heights. The people of his darkened kingdom were often forced into unwanted fights. Just to entertain his evil mind, blood was often spilt. Like gladiators the people would fight, like flowers so many would wilt. Then came word to his ear, the whereabouts of the missing princess. It was time to play his final move, like checkmate in a game of chess. He would march with his evil army, bringing the princess to sit by his side. He knew he would kill his brother, now there was no place for him to hide. The princess and her lover had been busy, they had used the 5 years well. An army had been raised, it was time to end the spell. They had purposely sent the word, the evil brother had taken the bait. Now they took their positions, in a wooded valley they would patiently wait. The archers would fire from the high ground, the cavalry would then take the lead. Tactics of shock and awe, today they would not concede. The evil army had gotten lazy, drinking beer on their path to war. No idea of the impending doom, no thoughts of what might be in store. They ponderously walked into the valley, arrows would blot out the sky. There was no hiding place, in that valley so many would die. Then the cavalry were on the move, spreading fear to those still alive. The princess and her lover were at the forefront, a freedom for them to strive. The villains and thieves they ran, no stomach for the losing fight. Running in all directions, an enemy taking flight. The evil brother headed back into the kingdom, his brother and princess chased him down. Every mile that they followed, the sky opened up from its darkened frown. The sun was shining brightly, the birds were singing in the trees. Now the tide was turning, a kingdom of new liberties. Yet the evil brother would make a stand, he beckoned his brother on, not realizing his impending ending, for his brother was oh so strong. His ending came so quickly, this time he would die. He took his final breaths under a glorious sunny sky. The spell was totally broken, the wizard would lose his power. He would be sent to the darkest jail, for there he will forever cower. Swapping places with the king and queen, released to much fanfare. The princess would marry her lover, a long and fruitful life they would then share. The end.